So for what you did, I hope he gets money. I hope you're done. I'm sick and tired of seeing videos where cops are just doing whatever they want because they think they can do whatever they want whenever they want to. It's over. If you do that, you need to be fired. You need to be convicted. You need to be whatever. Not suspended, fired. Because you did not do the procedure as you were supposed to, and you know you didn't. And the other one with the couple who was on the train and you arrested them and charged them when he did nothing wrong, you're fired too. You need to be fired. I don't care if people like the cops that did this. Look, I've had situations happen where cops didn't do things for me. And I've had situations happen where a cop has done something for me. All I'm saying is this. Stop attacking us. Stop trying to take us down. Stop trying to do these things. You know the procedure that you're supposed to do. When you do not follow that procedure, you need to be fired. Why? Because unlike my job and many other people's jobs, your job can cost somebody their life. You need to be held at a higher morality than other people. You are supposed to protect and serve. Know your role and do your job. And if you can't, then you need to lose that job. And if you hurt someone that bad, you need to be brought up on charges for assault. I am sick and tired of seeing our people get attacked, get stopped. It needs to end. I don't care what side you are, whether you red pill, blue pill, Democrat, Republican, conservative, whatever. It needs to stop. If you keep doing this, you need to be arrested. Because you are doing nothing to help anyone. You are not doing your job. I know being a police officer is extremely stressful and extremely there. Drink a cup of coffee and take a chill pill. If you need a vacation, take a vacation. But if you're going to keep doing these things to our people, then you wonder why nobody has your back. Now, like I said, I prefaced that previous video with this one to say this. Not all police are bad. But other police officers, if you're catching cops do things wrong, you need to call them out on it. You have the responsibility. You are here to protect and serve. Stopping us for no reason, doing things for no reason, no. You need to stop. As you can see, my eyes are red because they've really got under my skin. I am sick and tired of seeing these kind of situations. And it's not like I've seen, and I'm not trying to call this dude out. He has some good points, but I don't agree with some of his stuff. Like Officer Tatum, when he talked about, Trump supports the police and stuff where Obama didn't. Dog. You were a cop. You're of this skin complexion. You want to sit there and try to tell me when Obama called them dumb or like acting like fools that you were all mad about that? You know how many times I walked, did DWB? Walking While Black? Or I'm sorry, Driving While Black? Or WWB, Walking While Black? How many times I've been stopped by a cop? Oh, you fit a description, 6'9". Nah, dog, I'm not even nowhere near 6 foot. Oh, you fit this description of blah, 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 blah. Oh, you have like 100-something pound dude. Look at my shoulders. I'm not 100-something pound dude. Haven't been since high school. What are you doing? But you'll stop me and you'll say I fit a description. I never owned a white jacket in my life, and I had a bunch of cops stop me and go, oh yeah, it's because you have a white jacket. Me and my boy, who is now famous, we got stopped by cops before, and he had a flight suit on it, and it was the dead of winter, and all we were doing was going to get some sandwiches, and the cops searched us, ran our pockets. They made him take off the flight suit. He had his jacket, and him being a comedian, he was talking, so the cops did even more to him, and it was wrong, and people were wrong, but this was before a time we normally would record it, because we probably would have had some justice that go there, but we also were so freaking used to it that we were like, dang, happened. I hope, let's just get our sandwiches. That shouldn't be a thing. We shouldn't be that used to it. No, I want jobs. If you're going to do this, you need to lose your job. If you can't do your job correctly, and I'm not talking about a mistake here and there, I'm talking about full on, Literally, this guy walking out the park went from one cop to 10 cops to other cops on top of him, talking about when we're going to tase you and all the stuff. Stop moving. And you're not explaining what's going on. You're not explaining what you're looking for. You didn't read him his rights. When you arrested him, you did not charge. I hope a lawyer eats you alive in court. I hope they take you out. I don't care if you have a family. I don't care. You want to ruin his life? He even said, I've never been arrested in my life. Somebody call my mom, please. Because he was scared. He was screaming in agony because you were leaning into him. So you need to get lean into your own life and lose everything. I don't care. I'm sorry. If you have kids, you have a wife, should have thought about that before you were a jerk. Before you were a piece of crap. So I hope he sues you. I hope since that video went viral, I hope he gets every piece of justice he needs. As a matter of fact, I would like for them to give him $1 million for each one of those cops that put their hands on him. There was 10, he deserves $10 million, and they pay for the taxes. Since y'all want to take money from us all the time, you want to do stuff like that. So like I said, as a community, yes, we need to stand up against these when it's these bad situations, but we also need to stand up for ourselves because we're taking ourselves out. We need to stop doing that. And I'm talking specifically about, our community, skin tone, other communities and stuff like that. And it's not cool. It's not right. No more. You do that as a police officer, I think you should lose your job. Like I said, who knows? Maybe I'll get big. Maybe I'll get nothing. And they're like, we heard you say that thing about cops. Yeah, I'm talking about bad cops. Not the cops who sit there when somebody gets robbed or the kid that loses their family or their house or something. That cop who sits there and supports them. Not the good cop. Because every time one of you jerks turn around and do that, you are essentially hurting the cops who actually try, who actually help people, who actually try to be there. I even seen the comments where people are like, this is why I don't trust cops. Like I said, I've had situations, call cops, be honest with you, just a really quick story time. I had a little robbery, had to throw hands on somebody. You know what the cops did? They didn't even get a police report. No police report, which means I couldn't call the insurance on it because there was no police report. And they took forever. They were like, oh, it's just gone. I gave them the names, the address to where this person lives and the places he resides. And on top of that, as a dude was already being investigated for a drug raid, and that should have added charges to him. Because he left his stuff. Because I knew him, gave him a ride somewhere, and he figured out where it was and tried to get me. Cops did nothing. But I'm not going to sit there and say every cop is bad because those cops did nothing. But stuff like that makes people go, So I want y'all to think about that when you're doing this stuff. And you police officers, the ones who are doing their job, who are killing it every day, trying their best to protect, to serve, to do everything. Thank you. Please call out and go get these other bad cops out of here because we've seen too many of it. We've seen too many of these situations happening. And it's making people not believe you. When you're there to help, they're kind of hostile because they're scared, because they're like, are you going to be one that's going to drag me out the car? Are you going to be the one that has to do this? The fact that I was told by my parents that when a cop stops you, turn off the radio, sit up straight, answer yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, keep your hands all visible, announce to the cop what you are doing, the police officer. I am reaching for my license. I am reaching for the registration as you did it. Bring the window down about halfway. Keep your hands up. Do not move. Do not make no sudden movements. And even then, that still may not be enough. They still might take me out. Nah, not cool. So I do apologize. Like I said, I usually try to keep this happy or anything like that. To the police officers who are doing everything in their power to help people, please help us by stopping these bad cops from doing this stuff just because they want to get a payday or whatever. Okay? Like I said, I normally try to do it. I'm going to be dropping some more videos. Hopefully be happy-go-lucky. This is part 2 of that first one only because the phone jacked up. So I'm going out. Have a nice evening. Stay safe out there. Like I said, we as a community need to try to rise and realize that we're also taking each other out and stop one-upping on each other. And for the police officers that are good, please help us with the police officers that are bad. I know it's not always cool to tell on your friends or your coworkers, but people's lives are at stake. Thank you. This is CSB 853 signing off. I was so PO'd I didn't even start my video like I normally do. Have a good night.